Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Bhaktavijaya50. As you may remember, Kabir's mother was visited by Krishna, and he was telling her a tall tale about what happened in the market. A fakir then called for the remainder of the garment, and Kabir at once gave him the other half of the scarf. He saw there an empty house and is seated there now performing his worship. I saw from a distance what was happening and have hastened here to tell you. It is the earnest wish of my heart that you may be prospered, but Mother Kabir will not put his mind to worldly affairs. As the dweller in the heaven Vaikuntha said this, Kabir's mother grew very angry. She said to herself, when he comes home, I will give him a sound beating. As the delight of the mind, Ram, heard her say this, he exclaimed, he will not come home quickly. After a scorpion has completed its wrongdoing by stinging, it hides itself in some other place. Come along with me, I'll show you where he is sitting. Then, taking the old woman by the hand, Krishna walked rapidly with her. Both soon arrived where Kabir was seated, repeating the names of God. The life of the world pointed him out to the woman from a distance. From the house in which Kabir was seated, there issued the sound of Ram's name. Just as Narada seated the Muni Valmiki for the purpose of repeating the names of Ram, or as Sita sat in Ashoka forest and with love worshipped Ram, or as Jatayu worshipped Ram when harassed by Ravana. In that same manner, Kabir sat, and bringing the form of Sri Ram into his imagination, with his lips he sang the praises of Ram. Having lost his self-consciousness, losing all thought of whether he was honored or dishonored, losing all pride of public recognition, losing all thought of objects of sense, he continued singing the praises of Ram with his lips. Just then his mother entered the house, and the Lord of the heaven, Vaikuntha, pointed Kabir out from a distance. He then stood outside and saw the amusing scene of the Bhakta, Kabir. Kabir's mother punishes him. The mother said to Kabir, bring the scarf and show it to me. If you do not bring it at once, I shall punish you. He would, however, give her no reply. Keeping his mind steady in the worship of Ram, he did not recognize the fact that his mother and a noble Brahmin had arrived. His mind was entirely taken up with the form and name of God, and so he lost all self-consciousness. His mother became angry and said to her son, in a stupid manner you were sitting here, lovingly worshipping Ram. Hearing her say this, the Lord of the heaven, Vaikuntha, said to the old woman, you have used harsh language with your lips, but you have love for him in your heart. Now take a cane in your hand and punish your son. Hearing him say this, Kabir's mother said, I see nothing with which to whip him. God then produced a cane and put it in her hand. Growing angry, she struck Kabir on his back. But he had no bodily consciousness, being lost in the worship of Ram. Now, you wise bhaktas, listen to the amusing event that took place. As she continued to strike Kabir on his back, Sri Hari stood outside trembling with the pain. He said to her, you are beating your child, but the welt appears on my back. Now, that beating is quite sufficient. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.